My name's David Miller, and I'm talking about Shark Island, my latest book, in fact my first book for children. People often ask me where I get inspiration for what I do. In this case, it wasn't inspiration, it was a real event. We were on an island, my wife, my son Joe, who was then 9, and myself, on an island off the Malaysian coast a few years ago, very close to the Thai border. We had a lovely holiday. We were on our own completely. We were gathering driftwood to make fires. We were catching fish or buying fish from the local fishermen. But then one night, when Suen and Joe were asleep, I heard the sound of an engine approaching the island, boom, 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 which was a very deep, large diesel engine on a fishing boat. And a little bit later, I heard some men come ashore and start to walk towards the hut. I was very, very frightened, as you can imagine, because it suddenly occurred to me these could be the Thai pirates who'd just seen a light and come south to investigate what was happening. I opened the window. There was a window at the back of the hut, and I woke Suen up and I said, "Wake Joe up very quietly, and if necessary, just get out of that window and go back up into the jungle. I'll go and talk to these guys." It sounds a very brave thing to do, but actually under those circumstances you do something, you have to do something. They turned out to be local fishermen who slapped me on the back and offered me a cigarette, which I didn't take because I don't smoke. But I gave them a glass of whiskey each. I had a bottle of whiskey with me, I have to confess. And they seemed very happy and set off singing away off to do their fishing. It occurred to me later, though, that this was a very, very good start to a potential book, a children's book. What if a family of 2 children, a mum and a dad, a boy and a girl, the girl called Hannah, the boy called Ned, go to a very similar island off the Bornean coast, and a fishing boat, or what they think is a fishing boat, arrives, but it turns out to be pirates. Dad goes to tackle the pirates. Mum says to the children, "Go out of the back of the hut, get up into the jungle as quietly as you can. Dad's not handling it very well. I'm going to go and help him." She goes down. There was a big fight, a big shout, a big row, and the children hear the boat go away with their parents, and the hut they've been staying in catching fire as it's obviously been torched by these pirates. They're left on their own. What do? How do they get off the island? And how, more importantly, do they set out to find their mum and dad all on their own, with nobody to help them? They can't speak the language, they've got no boat. And that's what the book's really about. It's about how the children take their own future into their own hands and succeed, I hope, or maybe they don't. You've got to find out by getting to the end of the book. And it's pretty easy, because a lot of children have loved it since I started it and showed it to them. And that's really Shark Island. I'm not going to tell you any more because you've got to find out the rest.